First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, a great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and sincere Akiyam, pushing His word, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. I'm your brother Mayam, coming to you with another lesson. Psalms 1 verse 1 in the NLT. Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with mockers. And this is a very powerful verse, because it speaks about surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded, and also it speaks about not taking the counsel of the wicked, and it also speaks about being inflated. And when you think about all those three things that I just mentioned, if you formed your walk around the company you keep, humbling yourself, and not following the advice of the wicked, you'll have a successful walk. And the first scripture that came to my mind was not following the advice of the wicked. Scriptures talk about sinners enticing. Let me get that real quick. I think it's in Proverbs. Proverbs 1 verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. And we know that Esau Edom, who was the wicked, who was the top seducer of evil, man. You know, we already witnessed 2019 when he basically enticed the whole globe, you know, to take that dragon piss. So but the scripture says, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. And what is he going to try to make you consent to now? Leaning on that broken reed, man, by taking that implantable device in your right hand on your forehead. But the scriptures say, my son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Right? Why? Because if you do, you'll be destroyed. Now, the other scripture that came to me when it talked about surrounding yourself with like-minded men. Let me see. Oh, I got another one. When they talk about follow not a multitude to do evil. Is follow not a multitude to do evil. I think it's in I'm just gonna put multitude. Yeah, go ahead. Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. So if you're seeing a multitude of people doing evil, that don't mean you should do it. If somebody jump over a bridge, you gonna do it. So, you know what I mean? You still got to follow Yahweh Shai, no matter which way the population is going. Your path and your direction is after the footsteps of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, period, point blank. Now, the other point that I wanted to make inside that verse was being humble. Because when he said, let me go back to it and read it again. Because humility is key. It says, Psalms 1 verse 1 in the NLT. Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join with mockers. So the point I wanted to make was stand around with sinners, right? And the scriptures talk about thou be among the indiscreet. Let me get that real quick. Sirach 27 and 12. And I'm going to start at 11. The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom, but a fool changeth as the moon. See, the godly man is only he's occupied in prophecy, occupied in scripture. He meditates on the scriptures day and night. But a fool changes as the moon. Whatever way the wind blow, that's the way the fool gonna go. Period, point blank. Verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding, man. So that indiscreet, the word indiscreet means morally corrupted, man. And we know 2/3 of our people their morals are after the ways of Esau Edom, man. If he say you can marry a man, it's acceptable. If he say a woman can marry a woman, it's acceptable. You see? So we have to observe the time while we're amongst these men and women, man. Because the longer you're around, the industry, the more susceptible you are to lowering your vibration and going off. So we have to observe the time, man. Whether we be at work, whether we be out and about in the world to get groceries or whatever, our family members, we have to observe. We can't constantly. We got to be around godly, man. Period. Point blank, man. Limit your time that you're around people that's not in the truth, because it's not healthy for you, man. And another point I wanted to make was, let me read that verse again, because it talked about mockers. It says, "Oh, the joys of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked, or stand around with sinners, or join in with mockers." Now, the word mockers is one of the definitions is to be a scorner, right? And another definition is to be inflated. Now, what did Yahweh Shai say about being humble? Humbling yourself as a child. Let me get it real quick. I think it's a humble child. Matthew 18, verse 1. At the same time came the disciples unto Yahweh Shai, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Yahweh Shai called a little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? So now we understand that humility, not inflation. Humility is the doorway to the kingdom of heaven, man. You see, so that's one of the characteristics that you need to have in this walk. Why? Because the scriptures talk about those who exalt themselves should be abased. And those who are humble shall be exalted. I'm going to just read 23 and 12. It says, Matthew 23, verse 12, And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. Right? Because the Lord is coming back to establish his dominion on earth, right? And the scriptures talk about every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. So if you're not humble now, the Lord is going to humble you. And the only way you can grow in this truth is through humility, because through humility, you could be formed. You see? It don't matter your age, because there's men that's a lot younger than me that been in the truth longer than me, that know more about the scriptures than I do. So when they give me reproof and correction, I have to be willing to accept it. And the only way you're going to be willing to accept that reproof or that rebuke is through humility, man. You see, so watch the company you keep. Observe the time when you're around the people in the world. And what's the other one? Watch the company you keep. Observe the time that you be around the people in the world. And humble yourself. Those three qualities right there will help you have a successful walk. You see, so I hope this lesson was edifying.